Hello everyone, and welcome back to Journey to Baby Jordan. So, try to get that light up out the way. Today's video is going to be on baby eczema / acne. I know everything does not work for everyone, but for everything that our son and plus me and my husband have been through, if I could help anyone out, that is what this video was for. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. So, I have a little notebook here because what works for baby acne does not work most of the time for baby eczema. Okay, we're going to get into the acne first. When our son was about a month and a half, 2 months old, I started seeing that he was getting baby acne, small bumps, redness on his face, and I started cleaning his face, making sure his face was dry, because with baby acne, your face needs to be dry. We were using this Tubby Tide, in which I have done a video on Tubby Tide. When my son was experiencing bad cradle cap, this was something that I could put on there at night on his head. And then, you know, when I would give him a bath the next day, I only put this on his head at night. But this Tubby Tide, yeah, this is a new one I haven't opened yet. But this Tubby Tide comes in handy with acne, with pretty much the next day. If it's just acne, you will see a difference. It clears acne up very quickly. Vaseline is not something that you want to put on acne face because you want the face to be dry. So if it's just like you're starting to see acne, like bumps and redness, don't use any Vaseline. You can use, not on the face, but on the body. You can put lotion, unscented lotion, of course. Anything with a baby, I feel like, should be unscented anyways. But if you choose to, you can put lotion on the body. But use Aveeno lotion and get once again, everything you can get unscented. But Aveeno is going to be one of the best things that you can use coming out, I feel like, for a child anyway. My oldest son just turned 19, and I went through the same thing with him, except this child, my almost 4-month-old, has like a bad flare-ups. Nothing compared to my first one, but I've went through this before. Hormones is the last thing I have for acne. Hormones is something that kind of goes back and forth with the child. It takes a minute for them to start developing their own hormones, for them to get, to get right and get settled. So even if it goes away, it could come back, but just try these steps and know that if it gets better, that it's working, but that they could come back. Because once again, the reason the child is having all these acne is because of hormones. So keep that in mind and just know what, the regimen and what works for your child, and just stick with it as needed, okay? So for baby eczema, I ain't gonna say it's the complete opposite exactly of how you take care of baby acne, but pretty close to it. The face needs to stay moisturized versus when the baby's face has acne, it needs to be dry. So with eczema, you want to keep that baby's face moisturized. Vaseline. I have the Skin Protectant Hypoallergenic Baby. I have like 3 or 4 of these throughout the house. When I say, if you kiss my son on the forehead, you can rub your lips good. And another thing is, you don't want to swaddle your child. You want those arms swinging and to love on them and for them to be slapping you in the face. That's what you want. But keep that baby swaddled, because our son rubbed almost like, it almost looks like a burn on his face from just rubbing. And as much as it hurts to keep him swaddled for us, for him, we have to keep him swaddled until we can get this done. And of course, as a baby, he don't understand that if we keep this stuff on your face will be healed. It won't itch. You won't go through this. We have to keep it on your face. He don't understand that. So he's doing this, trying to rub his face on us or whatever else he can. And he's literally rubbing the crap out of his face. Swaddle your baby. It won't be forever, but you have to do what you have to do. Swaddle him. If it's getting to that point, keep him swaddled. If you need us to do a video, let us know in the comments. We'll show you some swaddle techniques. Honestly, my husband is the GOAT at swaddling. We both have things that we're better at when it comes to, you know, raising our children, but I can honestly say that only thing my son will go, and that's what you'll hear, and then he's good. And honestly, swaddling is the best thing for a child when it comes to sleeping, because when they move around, they wake up. When they try to move around swaddling, they go right back to sleep. So that's going to be part of the thing that I do a video on helping your baby sleep. Lord, swaddle them. It does not hurt them. Technically, they've been swaddled the whole time in your womb. Possible medication. Okay, guys. So, if you are probably watching this video, you're even a subscriber, you're pregnant, or your child has acne or eczema, and you're wanting to know what to do, and do you need to go to the doctor? If it is getting to the point to where your child is rubbing his face, if I have I'll try to insert pictures at the end of the video, because I want to be as detailed as I can and not forget anything while I'm doing this part. I'll submit pictures of if I have acne, eczema, any of those. I will submit those at the end. I will submit a picture of how he rubbed his face so much that it like almost caused a burnt spot. And I want to say that we kept him swaddled. But our child, once again, is a magician. He can get out of anything, lose anything. But, you know, when he's sleeping, just over time, just moving, he works. He's almost 4 months, and he now remembers what he does to help get him out of it, and repeats that every single time. He will look, if he looks at us and smiles, we know that he's about to get out of it. That's how smart this child is. But medication, if he or she is rubbing their face to the point that it's causing damage to the skin, and I mean like they're going to be rubbing their eyes and doing stuff anyway, but if it is that uncomfortable for them where it's a constant rub, then they are having major what they call flare-ups. A child can have acne and eczema and live with that and just be a little itchy. But if it is like just that uncomfortable for them, then you need to go ahead and go to the doctor. So, and I may not be pronouncing everything right, but that's not what this video is about. It's about helping the babies. So, hydrocortisone ointment. Try to push this in a little bit for you guys so you can see the name. It's hydrocortisone ointment is what this is. Trying to make it so you guys can see that. So this goes on his face. This is the same thing that I had to get for our first son because he had eczema. Now this right here, we are already seeing a difference in his skin. It's helping it tremendously. So don't ever feel bad about thinking, you know, I don't want to be going to the doctor for no reason. It's your child. You're going to worry. Even if you have 4 or 5 kids and something happens, you just want the best for them. So this is something, if your child has technically eczema, you're probably going to need this at some point. So there's no harm in going to the doctor, going ahead and trying to see if you can get some for them. Even if it's not bad, from when they just, you know, it's really, really bothering them, they could have some of this. This is called, once again, we're not word shaming here, guys. Triamcinolone. Just look at it, y'all. Just look at it. Just look at the word. Don't judge me. I'm here to help. Okay. This is, and I don't have my glasses on, Triamcinolone. Ointment is what this is. So, on eczema skin, you will have like a smooth part right here, and maybe usually on eczema it's like around here and below, like on top of the foot on the leg, and you'll have like a thicker dry part on there and it'll feel rough. That's the eczema part on there. That is what you would put this part on the body. This don't go on the face. The hydrocortisone, hopefully I said that right, goes on the face. This does not go on the face. So those are some things that you can give. There are things to help your baby, you know, for these type of things. So, if you do need to go to the doctor, don't think that there's nothing out there that's going to harm the baby that you can't give them, because you can give them that. Let's see. Because the body does need to be moisturized, you can give them some Aveeno lotion. Remember, no scented, unscented. Stress causes eczema. You will notice if your child has eczema that when they say when they're crying because you're not getting a bottle to them fast enough, and their face turns red. And as their face turns red, the spots on them that have eczema are like flaring up a little bit. Anytime your child is fighting sleep, any little thing that upsets them, you will notice a flare up. So just keep that in mind also, that if you're wondering that in the back of your head, that the stress of anything that they are going through that upsets them in any type of way will cause, even if it's not a big one, it may be a small flare up. A sweating causes flare-ups. We notice very early that he does not do good with hotness. You know, when you first come home from the hospital, how they want them in warmness and all that. Our son, very early on, within a month and a half, did not want any heat. I mean, like when I say that we were trying to keep it warm in the house. And when we first brought him home, it was cold. So, of course, we had it warm in the house. But we end up to the point to where it's cold outside. And, like, we had to turn the heat down in there because, like, his clothes were getting drenched. Especially, like, his back and stuff, because he was too hot. So, we had to learn to adjust the house to what he needed, you know, to make him comfortable. So, if you notice that your child is being a little bit more too hot, try to either put him in cooler clothes or make the house cooler for him. Because if you notice, as the child gets warmer, it's almost like how it is when they're stressed. Their flare-ups will definitely occur. Definitely. I gave my son an oatmeal bath, and it did help. I will say it didn't make a big difference, but it did help in a little bit. When I say it helped him, I didn't see a difference in his skin. I saw a difference in him. He was not as itchy himself. So say that you've watched this video and you want to get on Amazon and order some of the products, but it's going to take 2 days before it gets there, but you want to help your baby now. I would recommend giving them a lukewarm bath. What I did is I ran up the bath a little warm. I put oatmeal in there, mixed the oatmeal in there, no flavor, of course, and I let it cool down to where it was good enough for him. Bathed him in there, rinsed him off. I Vaselined him completely down, and I put him in loose clothing, and that is what helped him. And make sure that you're giving your baby some water. And don't give them cheap water. You know, give them something that's decent. I'll say about a half an ounce, at least a half an ounce after the bath. Not cold water, not hot water, room temperature water after the bath is what soothes them. Like if a child has hiccups, you can give them warm water. It don't take much water at all to give them, but it helps soothe the skin from the inside. You're helping them on the outside, but that water on the inside is helping them with their skin. And this is the last thing I have. I'm sorry that this video is a little long, but if your baby is going through something and you are truly here to help them, then I know you're going to be thankful for this video, because I'm taking all of my knowledge and putting it in here. If there's anything that I have forgotten, I will put it in the description box. But I definitely wanted to let you guys know. And this is the last thing I have is after the shower. With acne, you want the baby dry, but with eczema, you want to leave the baby's skin wet. So of course you're going to have a little heat maybe on, you know, right before you give them a bath, so it's warm in here for them, because you want to be able to not dry them so much, so they might be a little cooler, you know, because their skin is a little wet, but you want to keep their skin damp. You want to put that moisturizer on their skin while they're wet. Okay, this is something right here, guys. It's Earth Mama Organic Baby Face Moisturizer. So before we were using Vaseline, this is what we were using, and I have some more on the way. This right here, guys, when I say the ingredients is sunflower oil, beeswax, coconut oil, shea butter, flour extract, like natural ingredients. This right here, it just like kept, you can basically, I'll tell you this, the difference for me between this and Vaseline is that when the Vaseline would soak up in his skin, I could kind of go like this and be like, yeah, I could look at it and go like this, like, yeah, it's so dry. With this, I put this on his skin, and even after, like, it would look like it would dry, I can go like this and it would be moisturized still. So if you want something to help them with moisturize, I would get you some Vaseline, and I would get you this, because this right here is what's going to really help keep that skin moisturized. Because for me, this keeps the skin moisturized, I'll say at least 2 times longer than Vaseline does. And that's what that baby needs to help keep him from he or she from not itching. So we are going on 20 minutes. I'm so sorry that this video has went longer. I have went over everything that I wanted to tell you guys. I hope this video, if this video helps one person, then, you know, I'm beyond happy, because that's exactly why I do these these videos and this channel is to be a blessing and be able to help someone. So I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. Until the next video. Bye.